Hello and welcome to another episode of Alex's Afternoon Art Show. Today we are having encoder issues, apparently, is what I'm being told on the screen. Hopefully that won't cause any major issues. Generally the reason for that is weird lighting, and today it is a dark day, so we've got that. So hopefully that won't cause too many issues. If you see any kind of little bits of freezing throughout the video, that would be it. Just try to keep my eye on it now, and it's happening again. So hopefully my whole intro here won't be completely borked. But yeah, that generally happens with lighting. So it's a case of where, since today is a darker day, it's kind of getting that little flickeriness down there. Anyways, today we're drawing Sonson, and we're continuing the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 mural. Encoder's at it again. Okay, so this is where we're at. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of base sketches, which means I have a lot of stuff to turn off at the beginning of this. But yeah, Sonson is a character you've probably seen in the background for ages. And that would be because I accidentally turned off Zangief. I need him on for the time being. But yeah, and that would be because my brain's failing me. That would be because I just thought it'd be easier to have her at the back. I wanted someone at the back here, and I thought it'd be easiest if it was Sonson, because I couldn't think of a way to pose this character. I really couldn't. So I decided, you know what, screw it, have her standing on top of the her little staff. And the bottom of it is going to be covered here anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about that. So this is not going to be a long one. I can't imagine this being a very long one, because realistically it's just going to be my brain's failing me again. This is the uphill battle. Realistically, yeah, this is a very small character, as you can see, and she's mostly her head. That's the predominant amount of space that's being taken up here. But yeah, I don't know anything about this character, and I don't think anybody does. So I don't intend to go into much detail about that, because yeah, I know nothing about this character. I believe she's from an obscure arcade game. But yeah, otherwise I have no knowledge. And I decided, it's hard to parse sometimes which of these characters are supposed to be cartoon characters from some of Bengus's art. I believe it would make more sense anyways if this was supposed to be more or less a cartoon character. So I decided to give her more of a cartoony look. I gave her the anime eyes. There's a couple of characters who will have that look, namely Mega Man characters will have that look. And there's a couple of those, so there'll be a couple more cartoon characters we gotta do, but no Marvel characters are gonna be cartoon characters anyways. There's characters who, like Baby Hood, I only did her base sketch recently, but there's characters like her who I'm kind of, they can give it like a middle groundy kind of feeling on it, of where she's kind of got a bit more, she's got a bit of a blend of a cartoony look and more realistic. So she's got bigger eyes, but they are kind of human eyes within reason. But yeah, yeah, enough preamble, let's actually start doing it. Let's start doing it. I don't anticipate this being a very long one. I don't think anyways. We'll see. So this is the first time I'm having to draw fingernails in one of these, I think. Yeah, I can't think of another example. I don't think... No, I didn't have to draw them with Ryu. And yeah, this is the first time I'm having to draw fingernails, which is, yeah, not making it any way easier. Yeah, no. The comedy is of this. By the time that this video comes out, the Let's Play will be long finished. Because I don't think there's going to be 15 parts of the Let's Play. And this is character number 15 that I'm drawing. This character will probably show up in one of the thumbnails, but most likely not gonna go much further than this, because this will that'd be 8. I think at this point we've 9 recorded, so I anticipate maybe 12. So you know what, maybe we'll get close enough to seeing more. But yeah, it's funny just because there's 56 characters in the game. We're only gonna be drawing 55 because we're not drawing Wolverine. Might draw Abyss. We'll see. Because Abyss is technically 3 characters that would fatten us out a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I end up drawing in the end. But yeah, it is just kind of funny, I think, where we're at with this. Because yeah, no, it's just... Some might think that it's a massive waste of time, and it probably is, but it's kind of fun. There's a bin truck outside, so I'll shut up now, because you don't want to have to listen to that. Okay, so we've done our details. We gotta prepare to do the dots, but I think I will take a brief break because I didn't realize how hungry I actually was before I started doing this. So until I got to about this point, and we're only 40 minutes in. Yeah, so I mean the details took a little longer than I was expecting actually, but not as long as usual. Even still. Not as long as Cable, because Cable took what? That took over an hour just on the details alone, I think. So yeah, get our dots ready here. So we normally use 20. Don't anticipate going too heavy on the dots for this because we don't really need to. But yeah, just a quick break. Be back in a minute. Don't know why I made that weird noise. Okay, so I'm back. I've taken my break, and now it is time to do our dots. I don't think I'll dawdle much before I sit and do these, because to be honest, I don't see this taking too long. Really, we've not got much to do. I'll probably have to put a little bit of dotting on the side of the staff, but largely a fairly quick process, all in all. So, yeah, we'll see, I suppose. Okie dokie, so that is our dots done, and that was literally only like 10 minutes, so that's pretty decent. Now our colours. So, I'm pretty sure Sonson is supposed to be some iteration on the Monkey King character, I think. She's got big ears, she's got a monkey tail, she's got a staff, she's got the colour scheme. So I'm assuming she's supposed to be some iteration on that character, I think. I have no idea. I don't know anything about this character. I don't think anybody else does either. So, what I'm left with is assuming things. So, her skin is often kind of dark, but not that dark. Some of this is also the color grade on these particular drawings. So, I'm just gonna make her a little bit more tanned. I'm gonna give her a bit of a darker skin tone. So we're going to want something a little bit on the browner scale, because we're going to want it to be... Her hair is slightly redder than I would normally go for here, but Yeah, so we're gonna want it to probably be the darkest that a skin tone, or that it'll recognize as pink. Probably darker than that, to be honest. I want it to be slightly over here more. Maybe you want it to recognize it as like a peachy orange color. I think. Maybe not that much. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe a little darker. Maybe around there. That looks okay to me. We can always change it. We can always change it. But yeah, let's get this shindig rolling. Okay, so we have our colors done. We're only an hour and a half in. So this is definitely a short one. Mercifully not as not that so short that this will only be like a 5-minute video. I think. It'll probably be pretty short, now that I think about it. I've not said very much in this. In the same sense, this is a character in this who have the least possible knowledge. No, maybe not the least possible, but less knowledge than I'd hope for doing a video. Isn't it? I'm curious. Isn't it? Not 100%. It is 100%. Okay, I was curious there. Anyways, we'll do our shading, then we'll do our light line, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll close it up. We'll close up shop. Our shading is on the right. Okay. Okay, now we have done our shading. So we've just got the light line, and that's it. So overall, a nice and quick one. Yeah, it's very dark in here. The lines are getting blown over by the fan. I mostly have the fan on, by the way, just to telegraph to me in editing whenever I'm not talking. It makes it a lot easier, because you can always hear the fan when I'm scrubbing through, so it's a case of where I can just mute that part of the video, and then the rest will be easy. So I generally, that's the kind of preference that I have, is to yeah, have the fan on, just not even because today isn't really that hot. It's fine to have it on whenever I'm leant over, because I don't know, maybe I'm reaching that age where you bend over a little bit and you start getting sweaty. But it's kind of like that, of where whenever I lean over I get a little sweaty. I don't know. I'm not that old, but that's the kind of point I'm reaching. It's not great to think about, but it's what's happening. So yeah. Oh God, I feel like I'm gonna regret revealing that. Anyways, I'll do this light line and then we'll wrap up. Okay, and that's all she wrote. So that is Sonson done, completed, finito. I can zoom out to about 30%, and then we can get the full page shot of this character anyways. So may as well turn on the others. Turn on Zangief. He covers a little bit of her fingers. I need to be careful here about seeing where I can go back from. I think I can go back from about there. And that's all the Capcom characters in shot. Just barely. We're at that point now where, yep, there's too many bloody characters, so yeah, this is where we are. So I probably should do something about that background. You know what, I'll do that now, because otherwise I'll forget about it. I'll do it now, I'll just fill in the background. Because again, I'll forget about it if I don't do it now. So I'll zoom in just to double check that there's no lines anywhere. Okay, so split screen, maybe zoom in a little bit. That's 16%, that's what we can get away with. So I can turn off the background now. And the next character that we will be doing is going to be Marrow. So that's us. We did Sonson, character who I'm sure plenty of people know more than me about. But I have my doubts about that. I have many doubts, as a matter of fact, about that. But yeah, next time is the point where we're going to need to zoom out even more to fit all these bloody characters in frame. We're going to get to a point very soon where we're only going to be able to fit sections of this in shot. And yeah, that's most likely going to be very, very soon, of where it's just going to be, I'm just going to have to zoom out all the way for the video. And then yeah, whenever we get to stuff like that, it's going to be a bit of a pain. But yeah, next time's Marvel. And then what? So this is number 15, so that's 16, which means these characters will probably be in the part 8 thumbnail. You'll have already seen them well at this point. Ages ago at this point. That's the thing, it's a case where I do these very quickly nowadays, and that's mostly because I need to in order for the thumbnails, because there's 2 characters per thumbnail, which means, say we did 10 videos, that means I need to have 20 characters done by that point, because it's 2 per thumbnail, and it's easily going to reach 10. So by the time that this comes out, the Let's Play will almost certainly be done. I don't see it going on for more than 15 parts. It'd be the longest Let's Play we've ever done if it did. I think, yeah, it would be, because I think the longest before this current one is Marvel Nemesis, and yeah, that one was not a generally enjoyable experience, but the less said about that the better. But anyways, yeah, so I suppose I'll wrap up, because we've kind of, again, we don't normally do closing thoughts on this, but I've done a little bit of rambling towards the end here now. So anyways, I will say goodbye. So if you like the video, do what you normally do, whether that be liking it or anything else or not, whatever you'd normally do, just do that. Just do that here. I'm fine with anything you do. So I'd rather you didn't dislike it, obviously, but it's your decision at the end of the day. Anyways, subscribe if you want, same deal. If you normally subscribe, or if you want to keep watching these videos without being subscribed, that's fine. But I prefer if you were subscribed, obviously, because that means that the number goes up for me. But yeah, and the number goes green. So that gives you the little dopamine rush in your brain. But yeah. Anyways, and if you decide to watch the next video, I'll see you next time. I always struggle with that bit. But anyways, I'll just say goodbye. So, bye-bye.